doesn't contain spoilers. Tomorrow morning, TVNZ OnDemand will upload the final episode of Love Island UK, for 2018, at least. A show that's sat at the center of water-cooler conversation for the past 8 weeks, the series seems to be on an upward trajectory that's showing no sign of slowing down. Not currently broadcast on linear TV here in New Zealand, the streaming numbers have been unprecedented. As a nation, we pressed play on episodes of Love Island UK and Love Island Australia 8,840,000 times. 5,360,000 of those streams sit with all 4 seasons of Love Island UK, while the other 3,480,000 come exclusively from the first season of Love Island Australia. Can you believe that? Having held the rights to the show since 2015, TVNZ Director of Content Kate Slater said the continued cult-like uptake doesn't surprise her. Love Island UK Season 3 was incredibly popular for us on demand last year, adding that, thanks to the franchise, June 2018 now stands as On Demand's highest month ever in terms of streams. Now, I know what you're thinking. Here goes another reality TV fan spouting off propaganda about how great this show I'll never watch is. To an extent you'd be right, but the truth is, Love Island and I haven't always been friends. When a newly unemployed flatmate tried roping me into watching it last year, I scoffed at the concept of a show where people are stuck in a mansion and forced to couple up. That is such trash, Alice. No, I'm not watching it, I whinged on a near-daily basis. 1 year on, not only have I eaten my words, I've licked the entire bowl clean. So what is it about this reasonably low-budget reality show that's got us frothing harder than the lads at the rugby club are over this weekend's Super Rugby final? It's a question I might one day base a PhD thesis on, but for now, I'll keep it brief. First and foremost, Love Island isn't a show you can join in on halfway through the season, thinking you'll catch the tail end and the good bits. They shackle you to the bandwagon early on, and you can expect to stay there until the bitter end. With the good bits happening in the first 2 weeks and the final 2 weeks, everything in the middle serves as little more than a filler, where producers spend an entire month stringing viewers along with pointless challenges and subtle manipulation. The infamous Casarama house swap arriving as a palate cleanser smack bang in the middle. Throw in the odd date, a witty narrator, and an ongoing stream of Islanders coming and going, and you've got a show. Combining the classic isolation trope with the thing we seek most from the Bachelor franchise, love, the genre hybrid has generated a kind of success production companies could only dream of. The second element that's got us lined up as pawns in the game is the live-ish nature of it all. With episodes filmed 1 to 2 days in advance, Islanders are cut off from the outside world the moment they arrive at the villa. While this seems standard reality TV practice, half the fun of it comes when booted-off Islanders are finally reunited with their cell phones and we can then watch along with them, and see how long their relationships last, on the outside, a rare privilege in a world where much of the genre is filmed months in advance, forcing contestants to remain tight-lipped, coming from a country where casting strong talent proves a massive hurdle in making top-notch reality TV. The Great Britain-sized pool of eager participants also serves to pay dividends. Rich with British slang, no wannabe Islander can expect to make it through casting without proving they can talk any regular person's ear off, as well as a willingness to wear their heart so openly on their sleeve that it's got the potential to become a health and safety risk. Lastly, we simply couldn't discuss Love Island without addressing the ridiculously beautiful people who wander on into the villa, required to stay in their swimmers all day and dress to the nines at night. Every single one of them appears to have fallen right out of an H. Now, I appreciate how this could seem a very shallow 2001 era take from a pretty progressive person, but much like every other love-based reality show out there, we don't seem to have come far enough, yet, to see people who closer resemble ourselves on the telly. For now, we're stuck with the genetically blessed. Despite this obvious obsession with youth and beauty, the show somehow manages to feel neither creepy nor objectifying. If anything, it's refreshing to see a group of young people become increasingly comfortable in their environment, parading their bodies around for the world to see in a pretty carefree way. The more we can normalize bodies being bodies, regardless of who's flaunting what bits, the better, with host Caroline Flack, or the Flack, as we've come to know her, announcing during the grande finale that applications are now open for 2019. It's time for the skeptics to jump on board with the Love Island bants now, or risk feeling properly mugged off next season, when for 2 whole months in the middle of winter, it's all we're gonna be talking about. Stuff promoted, stories recommended by